You ever heard of Kylie Minogue?
I have not, no.
I thought
I
that might
have
be the
not.
answer. Has there been any talk amongst the group about the fact that if you do win on Friday night and finish third, that you won't be able to return to RAC for a final because of Kylie Minogue's concert?
Not too much. I think maybe mentioned it briefly, but we're kind of just focused on Friday because, like you said, we got a job to do Friday first. So if we don't win that game, it's out of the question. So we got to focus on winning that game and get securing the third spot or whatever it may be. We're focused on that. So we got to get that job done first.
What's it going to take on Friday night to make sure that you're as locked in as possible?
Yeah, it's going to take a good effort. They're a good team. We've been able to beat them, every game we played them so far, but, they dropped a few lately. They're in the playoff hunt. Every game matters here down the stretch, so they're going to be hungry. They're going to be wanting to beat us. So it's going to take our best effort.
It's going to be the unique situation that if you do win, there'll be a margin involved that we'll all be looking at, and then there'll be a game on Sunday that we'll all be looking at too, and imagine you would as well. How will you approach it late in the game, do you feel, if you're up by just whatever margin it is, knowing that you need to increase it as much as possible on Friday?
And I think we're just going to, go at it like every other game, try to win and win as by much as we can. I think that's always a factor in every game with this league, with the point differential, trying to beat people and beat people by as many as you can. Like you said, it's going to come into play late in the season. All these games in the last round always matter, and the points end up mattering for placement. So we're going to try to win and, win by as much as we can. Yeah.
Might this be the first time you've experienced points for and against with the way Australia does it with percentage as opposed to splits?
Yeah. I've never been in a league where, gone off points versus head-to-head, things like that.
Is it a different mindset for you as a result of that you've had to get used to?
Not really. Obviously, wins and losses are the most important. I think over the course of the season, it kind of just evens out. Obviously, late in games, you're still trying to score no matter what. That's the biggest difference. Usually, in other leagues, you just kind of hold the ball or whatever once you've secured a win. But those point differentials do matter at the end of the season. So, it's a course of 30 games, a few buckets late in games, add up over time. So, that's just the only difference. But wins and losses are the most important.
And it felt like with the change to starting five the other night and getting all you experienced blokes back, that there's a real focus on getting the more mature heads and the experienced guys out there to have as much impact for as long as possible.
Yeah, it's good having everybody back. It's a big part of our team is having everybody healthy. That's obviously what it takes to be successful. You need as many bodies as you can. We got a really deep team when we're healthy, so we're happy to have the group we have right now available, and looking forward to making sure everybody's healthy going into our playoff push.
And heading into playoffs with your full roster available, coming in off two great wins, obviously the first two times you've had your full roster available since November, how important is that timing to have everybody fit and healthy at crunch time?
Yeah, that's what you hope for all season. Obviously, you'd hope everybody's healthy all season, but if you're going to pick a point in time where everybody's healthy and you have everybody available, end of the season is definitely the most important. Playoffs are the most important. So we're grateful that it's timed up, everybody's healthy right now, and kind of moving in the right direction. We got a couple games under our belt where we've got to play with each other, so continue to just build off that and keep the momentum going.
And how have you felt yourself? You obviously look like you haven't missed a beat.
Yeah, no, I feel good. Got missed a couple weeks, whatever, with the eye and head injury, but glad to get a few games back under my belt before we get into playoffs, and looking forward to Friday and see where that takes us.
If it does cross that bridge when it comes with the Friday, say you guys win and maybe you're playing in front of 4,000 fans, how does that adjust your mindset? Because the energy of the Red Army at RAC Arena is just insane. How will that impact you if you get to that point?
I think the energy is still going to be great wherever we play. We have a great fan base, and it's going to be 4,000 loud, rowdy fans, probably more loud than ever. They're going to be upset that everybody's not able to come. So, even in a smaller venue, packed out, it's probably going to be even louder than RAC. Maybe not as many people, but the energy is always going to be there, and we're going to be ready to play regardless of where we're playing, who's there. So, it's just more of a disappointment for the fans.